Rich people all have one common habit. They don't just set goals, but also make plans to achieve it every year. Hi everybody, this is Elisa Zhang. Today I will share with you how rich people set their annual goals and make plans to make that happen. You can learn about how to set the goals the smart way with me, so your money can work harder for you so you don't have to. So first step in this exercise, we're going to create a vision for yourself. Ask yourself this question: if money doesn't matter to you, what would your perfect date look like? Spend 5 minutes writing down what that perfect life look like for you. Do not worry about correcting it, just draw down what comes to your mind. For example, my perfect day starts with 6 o'clock. I walk out of my bedrooms and spending a quiet time meditating in a waterfront property where I can see the ocean. Then around 8 o'clock, I'll be preparing breakfast and eat breakfast with my kids. Then I'm gonna start my business day doing work. And I enjoy doing work simply because I like creating new businesses. I'll have lunch with my husband. Then after that, my nanny would drop my kids off after school, and I spend the time doing some homework with them, playing some board game until they go to bed. And that concludes the whole day for me. And that to me is ideal. From this exercise, it gives you very much a good insight into the things that you needed, the hour and flexibility that you needed. For example, I have the flexibility of creating my own schedule, which means I should not be working for someone else. And second, I'm at a waterfront property, so that's probably related with my dream home. So all these sets up the goal for myself in a 3-year, 5-year, 10-year period. This exercise puts yourself into that vision. Also note that the things you wanted in your perfect life, you now know what exactly they are. This can help drive your motivation when things get hard. Because trust me, as we're going about to achieve our goal, things will get hard. And during that time, you can take out your vision and re-energize yourself and help you keep being motivated. Second part of setting the goal is making sure that your goals are multifaceted and it covers all aspects of your life. You're not living in a single dimension, so why would you set goals only in one area but not the other? And your life is a balance. So you have to have the good health to support your business goal. Vice versa, you need to have good business and career goal to support your lifestyle. Here are some buckets of goals that you should be setting. I would set no more than 3 to 5 goals for each of these buckets as an exercise. Business and career. This one, without saying, usually it's actually the simplest for someone to come up with a goal for. In this area, the most important thing is to make sure that you keep it less than 5 of these, because you want these to be achievable and not overwhelming and become workaholic. This includes promotion, growing your business, starting a new venture, anything that's related with business, money making, or career. Second is about personal growth and learning. This is about setting growth in your personal growth as well as your professional growth. This can be taking a course about leaderships to become better leaders, learning a new language as a hobby, or being as productive as possible by reading X number of books. Third bucket is about family. This is all about your family, your loved one, your parents, your children, your relatives, your significant others. For example, spending more time with kids, going out to date nights, or visiting your parents more. They're all in that bucket. Fourth is about health and fitness. This one is about mental and physical health. For example, be off certain weight, going out and walking 1 hour a day, or meditating 5 minutes a day, or simply visiting a dentist on time every single year. Fifth is relationships. This one is about your relationship with friends, mentor, and maintaining relationships with others other than your family. This is people who you want to meet or maintain relationship or actually stopping relationship with. For example, I want to meet 5 people who are billionaires, or I want to go to conferences and meet 100 more like-minded people. These are all goals about relationships. 6 is about fun. It is important to schedule time for fun. In fact, rich people make this a priority. They often pre-schedule their fun time, such as leisure trip to somewhere in the beginning of the year, so that bucket of time is protected. Fun time recharges you, and which makes you more productive and more creative. So therefore, you can find a better way to do certain things that will get you there a lot faster. Last one is about helping others. This is a giving goal. Oftentimes, this one, people have hard time to come up with 3 to 5 goals. This can be donating X amount of dollars to a particular charity, or volunteering time, or mentoring someone, or simply giving more advices to others through making a YouTube channel. Now, the third step about setting the goal is actually setting SMART goal. Not just any goal, but SMART goal. So how can you set goals that is going to help you achieve them? And there is a system called SMART system. If you like this video so far, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to support us. So a SMART goal is actually an acronym for a whole goal setting system. S stands for specific. Instead of setting goals like make more money, you want to set goals like increase my passive income by $2,000 per month by investing into a multifamily deal passively that yields at least a 6% cash on cash return this year. That is very specific compared to just make more money. M for measurable. Instead of finding more deals to investing in, you will set goals like find 2 deals to invest in by the end of this year that yield 6% cash on cash. A stands for achievable. This is why you want to limit your goal to 5 in the beginning, as I told you before. For example, if you don't know where to even start to yield passive investment and only have $10,000 in your bank account, then it is very unlikely and very unrealistic to expect that you'll be able to generate $2,000 per month passive income. Likewise, it is unrealistic to expect that you will find every investment that will double your money in a year. So you want to choose goals that is achievable. R stands for relevant. The goal has to be relevant to your ultimate why. For example, after you have identified that investing in multifamily is your path to gain passive income, you don't want to have a goal to own a carpet washing company that's simply not really relevant. Keeping it focused and relevant will help you achieve your end goal faster. T stands for time sensitive, including timeline that your goal will be reached. For example, you can achieving something in 10 years, and it's not very difficult, but achieving in 1 year, it becomes more difficult. That's why time matters. For example, investing in 2 deals that yields 6% cash on cash by the end of this year, or taking a course that will help me learn how to invest and gain passive investment by the end of March. That is time sensitive. By the way, we have more extensive goal setting workshops. Please click on the link in the description below and find information to how to do your goal setting with us in a much more extensive way. Now, next step, after you set your SMART goal, then is working on how to come up with a plan to achieve them. A goal without a plan is just a dream. The most important step that separates the rich and successful people from just everybody else is their ability to achieve the goal and have a plan to achieve them. So this tool is called a chunking. You can chunk your SMART goals down into quarterly big milestones to make it feel achievable and to actually plan for that. Here are some examples to help you think about how you can divide up your 1-year goal into quarterly milestones, which are more attainable and achievable and helping you making step-by-step progress towards achieving your goal. For example, I want to make a $2,000 passive income every month by the end of this year. At a 7% interest return, roughly you need about $350K to invest. But I don't know what investment vehicle I should even use to achieve that goal. I also only have $300K. So what do? I'm going to break down how to achieve this goal. In the first quarter of the year, I need to spend time on learning and doing research on what vehicles that can help me getting the 7% cash on cash return. I also may need to move my funds to get ready to invest to liquidate some of my funds. So first quarter, I will have 2 goals over here. One of them is around about how to find out the vehicles to invest in. And then the second one is about how do I actually moving my money around so it is ready to start investing should an opportunity rises. And I'm also short of $50,000. So as I'm looking at my whole year, it may be a good idea to put some effort in the first quarter and the second quarter of my year to strive for a promotion so I can make $50,000 more. It also may be a good idea to start with the first quarter to have some saving goals to save 5% of my income, let's say, and therefore to allow me to reduce my expenses so I can have an extra $50,000 by the third quarter of the year or fourth quarter of the year. Then when I think about it, remember a lot of part of my work is actually doing research and find out what I can do in the first quarter. And second quarter is a little bit more vague, but some are more clear, the others are more vague. So I can go ahead and set some milestone for second quarter. Let's say we're working on a promotion. We know by finishing a project, I should be able to get a promotion. So let's slot that in first quarter and second quarter. But other goals are a little bit more vague because I simply need more research in first quarter to inform me. And that's why setting a second quarter goal and milestone is the best time to do after the first quarter is done. But some of them are really very clear, so you should just go ahead and set them. You can set them a little bit more high level as well to deal with the ambiguities. From second quarter, I know that after the research I did in the first quarter, I'm going to be able to find 1 or 2 courses that's going to further help me extend my educational investment on 1 or 2 single vehicles. Then for the second quarter, I can simply put down, I'm going to take 1 course to do further research on the vehicle I have choose to invest in. So I can focus my effort to learn more extensively in depth about that particular vehicle. Now, I may not know what that vehicle is when I set the goal, but I already know this goal would need to be put in place for my second quarter. And starting from third quarter, it becomes even more vague. But I know starting from third quarter, reasonably, I'll be ready to start making investment so I can tentatively put that milestone in the third quarter slot. And I know that maybe I feel comfortable enough to pull 150 or 100K into an investment. So therefore, my goal maybe simply be investing 150K in the investment vehicle of my choice. In the last quarter, then you will know that you still have 200K more to invest, and you can simply put down, invest the rest of 200K into a passive investment vehicle. So for each quarter, now the bites are a little bit easier to take, and you set these milestones and they feel real. You will know that if you're on track or off track by the end of first quarter, and you can adjust and readjust every single quarter. From the quarterly goal, you would further divide them up into weekly goal. That's the next step of chunking. So taking your Q1 goal, for example, you can further divide this up into other smaller, really actionable tasks. For example, using your first milestones in first quarter, which is finding out what vehicle you want to invest in. To achieve that goal, I may have to attend X number of conferences to do exploration. So you know you're going to do that somewhere around the first quarter to attend 5 conferences, let's say. So your first week will be researching around conferences about investment and deciding which one that you can make to and you will attend. And then your second week will be booking these conferences logistics, so on and so forth. It becomes a lot more chunkable, a lot more actionable for your weekly goal. Your weekly goal should not be high lofty. It should be actually achievable and very tactical. So there you have it. This lays out a really good roadmap to help you confidently achieve your goal that you set out to do. And around this whole process, you're also going to adjust a little bit, going back to the achievable part of the goal setting. If you want more goal setting guidance, we actually have an extensive workshop that you can check out. Please click on the link below in our description section for the information about this free workshop to help you set a goal so you start the year successfully.